Wherever y'all cleaned it up from.
No, we told them to take all the stuff downstairs, right?
Yeah, I believe we did. Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to Ask to My Aunts. My name is Ayize My Aunt, and you may see my lovely wife, Iano. There she is. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I'm doing this video right here because, number one, I heard a message earlier today while in church. Pastor Wilson, he delivered a message, and one of his key points was start with what you have wherever you are. And I thought that was so apropos. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I guess y'all can because I see my mic thing moving. But one of the key points was, again, start with where you are with what you have. And I thought that was so apropos because, again, a lot of people, why you laughing?
Everybody know what apropos means? Like, I didn't know.
I mean, apropos is like appropriate, on point. Yeah, I am talking regular.
No, you're not.
But I'm lifting this up, y'all, because again, sometimes we think that hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing? A lot of times we think that we got to have things absolutely perfect in order to get moving. And the reality is that, no, it's not going to always be perfect. You're already perfect as you are. And so if you move in your own perfection, as you continue to make the situation around you perfect, somebody said they can't see anything.
They can't see. Is that everybody?
Yasmin said she can't see anything. Dave, can you see me, Dave? Yeah, Dave, let me know if you can see me. But yeah, Dave said he can see me. So I'm not sure what the issue is, but in any event, again, the main message here, y'all, is to make sure that you just move with what you have. And the reason why I lift this up is because when it comes to relationships, just this past weekend, you know, we engaged in a gathering. And one of the key things that a lot of them were talking about, they were just expressing frustration around connecting in with their woman. And sometimes the women were saying the same thing, like, what do I need to do to actually better connect in with my man? And sometimes we try to create the most perfect, serene, or engaging atmosphere and experience when, again, the reality is that it's not going to always show up that way. Like, for instance, right now, y'all might hear Elmo in the background playing. My son, he's running around the family room right now, listening and watching Elmo. You see my wife in the kitchen cooking. And, you know, it's not the perfect setup or the perfect situation, but I'm sitting here right here in front of y'all doing this video. So again, the lesson, y'all, for today is to start with where you are. Start with what you have, wherever you are. So if you're in a relationship right now and you and your partner, y'all aren't really communicating, again, that's no excuse for you not to reach out and attempt to connect in with your partner. Why does she or why does he have to make the first move? They don't. They don't. You can actually make the first move yourself, but it's going to require some courage on your part to actually come outside of your comfort zone and make the first move towards your partner. So what gets in the way, y'all? So what gets in the way of us actually making that first step or taking that first step, making that first move?
Ego.
You say ego, baby?
Yes.
Yeah, ego. Ego is a main thing, is a major thing that gets in the way. Fear. Fear is another thing. But if you speak on the ego piece, when you say ego, what you talking about?
I mean, what I'm talking about is pride, just having pride. I know for me, I can have a big ego. So sometimes, I mean, I'll come back, but I'm not going to probably be able to give you your due right off the top because I got a big ego. And the thing is that I tell people all the time, you know, a healthy dose of ego enables you to do some things that you might not otherwise be able to do. You have the audacity to think that you can accomplish some things or, you know, make some moves that you might otherwise not think you're able to do. So don't even get caught up in that if that's what it is. But you have to be able to recognize when it does not serve you. There's times when a big, good, healthy ego will serve you and help you jump over some things that you might not otherwise have been prepared to jump over. And there's other times that thing is going to shut you down. It's going to shut you out of your partner's life. It's going to make you by yourself before you know it, because nobody wants to deal with somebody who's all up into their feelings. And it's not just somebody who's coming like, I mean, it's not me. I'm not the problem. You can be very quiet, withdrawn to yourself, right? You seem like you're appropriate, but you don't open up your mouth and share about what you feel. You don't give compliments. You don't give credit. That's a big ego too.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to get it twisted and think it's people who are walking around bragging or being you know, people who can just kind of get on your nerves because they just full of themselves. Sometimes just that quiet big ego, too proud, too much pride. And I think that thing gives people a lot in relationships because we don't want to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And we don't want to show up and really share what's really going on. But you can keep being like that. You can be by your daggone self. I'll tell you that right now.
Dave said, Mama, break it down.
I'm
breaking it down, huh?
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, another thing that, you know, oftentimes gets in the way, and it's really based off of our own stuff that we have to unpack and deal with and reconcile and wrestle with. But one thing that we've been getting hit in the face with oftentimes in our coaching and counseling sessions is this whole thing around codependency. And so one key component of codependency is really the need to control. And so when you have the need to control exist in your relationship, a lot of times it prevents you from making the first move because you want things to be a perfect scenario and situation. You want things to look a certain way. And so you try to orchestrate your relationship to look a certain way when the reality is that there needs to be flexibility in your relationship in order for it to last, in order for it to be sustained. So if you look at how things are currently going in your relationship, if you find this need to control, this need to have things perfect, picture perfect, just in a particular way, then you may need to ease up off of that. Because in doing that, what you do is you allow room for your partner. And when you don't allow room for your partner, what it makes it appear is that you're trying to control, you're trying to dictate the terms and the way the relationship should be. When the reality is that it's not only on you. Both of you all come together to determine what the relationship should look like. So you need to make room for your partner versus just exclusively making room for yourself. And you know, when we think about this whole codependency piece, again, like I said, we have a lot of couples that come to us, and one of the partners is wrestling with this thing. And it's a serious thing, y'all. It's a serious thing that gets in the way. But it should not prevent you from at least making the first move, not from a space of trying to control. Yeah, codependency, y'all. Codependency is basically you not taking care of yourself. It's basically you trying to take care of other people and putting other people before you. But the reality is that you're trying to create an environment and a situation because you want to seem like you're in some sense of control. And so you're orchestrating things around you, supposedly to your benefit, but at the same time, too, you're being hurt in the process and you're not speaking up for yourself.
Okay, everybody else but yourself.
Yeah. And you know, codependent people, and I have codependent tendencies. Codependent people sometimes get the pat on the back. Sometimes they get the rub and they get the nod and they get the acknowledgement and stuff like that. But it's a dangerous space to be in, especially if you're caring for your spouse, if you're caring for one of your family members, if you're caring for people in the community. It's an interesting space to be in that you want to make sure that you're mindful of. But again, even in that space, it's important that you make a move and you start with where you are, with what you have. Because if you don't, again, it's no guarantee that your partner is going to make the move. Somebody got to step up first, y'all, and make the first move. So anything else you want to say, baby, before I wrap this thing up?
No, I think you said it beautifully. You said everything beautifully.
So again, you know, in conclusion, y'all, start with what you have, where you are. It's not going to be perfect. And even in its imperfection, I want you to still know that you are perfect as you are. Yes. So the circumstances and the situation might not be perfect, but you are perfect. And, you know, if you can internalize that, then what it will do is help you to move in such a way where you can create the environment that you desire to experience. But you can't do any of this, y'all. You can't do any of this if you don't start playing, y'all, and start pushing. Any questions that y'all got before we log off? Any questions? If you got a question, go ahead and drop that thing. We got a real good live stream.
Pushing. Stop faking. You don't tell your boo that you love him. You don't do the things you used to do. But I'm telling you, in 2018, you gotta make a different move. Oh, I just rhymed that on my own. I just made that up just now. Y'all, let me find out. I didn't know I was gonna do that. Somebody said what y'all talk about on your next live stream.
We got a real good one, y'all, coming up.
Oh, y'all have to be on the next live stream.
Yeah, this upcoming.
This is from the 50s. You should give them a little preview of what that's
so this upcoming Thursday, and for all of y'all on YouTube, you know, the numbers be relatively low on YouTube, so please spread the message. Like, we get way more numbers on Facebook. And I don't know if it probably has to do with the algorithm and stuff like that.
Our channel is dead.
Oh, my wife said our channel is dead. Like our son, he be trying to school us and stuff because he got
get a new channel.
Yeah, get a new channel. He got a bunch of fans and stuff like that. But in any event, this upcoming Thursday, y'all, we're gonna be talking about what it means to be a good wife. And we're going to be coming from the perspective where we're looking at an old article from the 1950s that basically broke down what it means to be a good wife to your husband. And so when I shared this with my wife, it was hilarious, y'all. You know, her response, the way she was reading it, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really entertaining.
It's some rubbish.
It's some rubbish.
But all rubbish, all foolishness has some truth in it. You know, if y'all can think about anything about the 50s and what the prevailing, even today. I mean, a lot of us have some of these beliefs, and that's what we want to talk about, where the truth is and where the fakery is, and figure out what's in between. But, you know, if you think about the 50s, what were they saying to the general society about what women should be doing? Most women were in the home. They were not out working. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole different time. And, yo, when I tell you, when they were saying we need to be women, sister, when y'all hear this thing, y'all gonna say, for real, where they do that at? Where? But it's gonna make for some interesting conversation and some assessment and evaluation of how we live our lives today, so we don't get so modern that we forget where we come from and the good things that help families to grow, because families are the backbone of any good, strong community. And families consist of, at the head, a healthy husband and wife, right? And at the same time, we need to abandon some things that have held us back and romanticized to make it look like everything was all good, knowing people was mad and fed up and tired and doing things they shouldn't have been doing because of sexism and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. So it's gonna be really good, y'all. Now, some of the things that were mentioned in this particular article, I like, you know.
I bet you did. Everything was about the man. Let me just tell you one line I remember. One line said, well, let me come closer. Hold up. One line, I remember this.
I just want to be catered to.
One line said, remember, your husband is the master of your home. The master of your home. And you have no right to question him. That was one line. So when he come in the house, make sure that you do not complain and you don't have no issues. You just need to trust that he is making the right decisions and he's doing what he's supposed to do. If he stays out late, do not question him. Make sure that there's a fire going and his slippers is out and you making sure everything is straight.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, this is what he was in there smiling when I was reading it. I'm like, you keep smiling if you want to.
I'm gonna use some of them lines tonight. I'm the master.
Let's see how that works.
Yeah, you're gonna say show enough.
Yeah, keep laughing.
All right, y'all. Again, we might drop back on some point in time prior to Thursday, but if not, you know, tune in this upcoming Thursday. We got something good in store for y'all. And as always, y'all, stop playing and start pushing.
Start pushing.